Hello everyone, my name's Paul O'Grady and today I'm going to be reading you a story called The Little Island, which has been written by Smriti Prasadam-Halls with illustrations by Robert Starling. And thank you very much for watching Saved with Stories, because in doing so you're supporting Save the Children, who are helping families who've been hardest hit by this crisis at the moment. And if you'd like to help, then further details will be shown at the end of this film. Okay, so thanks very much. Right, so we're ready then? The Little Island. Now let's have a look at this. There was once a farm where all the animals were friends. They worked hard and each was at liberty to live and work wherever they chose. Together they looked after the farm and each other. It wasn't perfect and they didn't always agree, but then you see, animals never do, you know. But they liked it, and there they all are. See, on the farm, so you've got all the pigs and the geese and all the farm animals. Can you see? Isn't it nice? Nice. The ducks and the geese, they lived on a pond at the edge of the farm, and they waddled about on a little island of soft sunny slopes, lush green reeds and golden fruit trees. Can you see the geese on their island there? And there's a bridge that leads over to the other island where all the other animals are, but they cross over. One day the geese began to gossip. Soon they were in a right flap. "Why do the other animals come to our part of the farm so often?" honked one. "No one listens to us. We aren't safe." "There isn't room for everyone here," honked another. They groused and they grumbled late into the night, and there's all the geese there moaning and kicking off. Can you see them? That poor horse there getting nagged. Look, and the sheep doing their shopping. Oh, they really kicked off. The next night the geese called a meeting. "Our island was once a green and pleasant land," they declared to the ducks. "The apples were much redder, the grass was much greener, the sun was much warmer, and the food tasted better. Now it's too busy. We should leave the rest of the farm and live on our own, just as we please." The ducks thought this was a dreadful idea, but they loved living and working together with other animals. But then you see, there were more geese than ducks, and there they all are, having a meeting in the barn. See them? All the geese. And there's only a few ducks, isn't there, dotted about. Let's see what happened. So the geese pecked away until there was no longer a footbridge to the island. The animals on the rest of the farm looked on sadly. Then they shook their heads, bid farewell to their dear old friends, and they went back to work. And there they are, see? They're pulling the bridge down, so none of the other animals can get to them. Okay. At first, nothing much changed. The sun shone, the bees buzzed, and life was good. But very soon, the ducks and the geese found they had to work harder, much harder. There were so many jobs to do now. There was mending and fixing and building and cleaning and chopping and cooking. And the geese had noticed how helpful the other animals had been. Animals almost never do. And there's the geese now having to work hard, see? They're chopping away and sawing and hammering and cleaning and digging and doing all sorts. Summer came and the grass grew tall and green, just as the geese remembered. But without the sheep and the cows grazing, it soon scorched and withered in the sun. "We mustn't complain," grumbled the geese, tails drooping. "At least we're happy." Didn't seem very happy. Autumn came and the fruit trees were full. But without the help of the horses and goats to gather the harvest, the geese went hungry. "We mustn't complain," grumbled the geese, tummies rumbling. "At least we're happy." And there they all are, see them? See all the apples on the trees that the geese can't reach, so they rotted. Look at that. I don't know. Winter came and the animals on the farm huddled together cosily to keep warm. But without their old friends, the geese were cold. We mustn't complain," grumbled the geese, beaks chattering. "At least we're happy." The next year was hard. The following year was harder. And the year after that, well, the foxes came. The foxes looked slyly at the island. No roosters to raise the alarm. No pigs to make trouble. No cows to chase them away. Dinner time. It was perfect, the foxes agreed, which animals almost never do. They liked it. And there they are, see? See the foxes? Ooh. And they're looking all over at the island where the geese are and the ducks. There's a nice tasty meal waiting for them, isn't there? At dead of night, silently, speedily, they surveyed the island. Silently, stealthily, they slunk into the water. Silently, swiftly, they swam across the pond. Silently, sneakily, they stole onto land. Silently, soundlessly, yes, you get the picture, you know what I'm on about. Feet flapped and feathers flew. Help, help, screeched the geese, and the ducks in terror. Save us, help! See, and there's all the geese, look. There's the fox there, peeping outside the window. And look at all the geese, they're all terrified, and they're all screeching the place down. The animals on the farm rushed to the water's edge, but alas, there was no footbridge to reach the island. And so the farm animals did something that animals almost never do. They bellowed and they yelled all night long until the foxes, who as we know prefer to work in silence, slid slowly away into the night. Can you see all the animals on the other island? They're all going mad, look, all the pigs going, all the cows are going, the horses are giving out. They made a terrible racket. In the morning, the ducks and the geese wanted to thank their old friends. They remembered how once they'd all lived and worked together. It hadn't been perfect, and they hadn't always agreed, but then animals almost never do. But they had liked it. Their green and pleasant island was in ruins, the barn was broken, and the crops were trampled, and there was so much to do that they did not know where to start. And then they had an idea. Can you see what's happened? Look at the barn where they lived, all the roofs in. Can you see? It's completely wrecked. And then slowly, very slowly, they began to build a bridge. And there they are, building the bridge. See that? All the way back to the farm. So they built that bridge and it went right over the water and all the way back to the farm as it used to be. And the animals were all very, very happy to be back together again. And there they all are. I think they're having a bit of a party, don't you? But they're having a good time. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed that, the little island. And thank you very, very much for watching. And now all the information will follow this about how you can help save the children. And if you can afford it, then please donate. Once again, thank you very much. Take care and stay safe. Bye.